Good morning. It is Thursday, March 15th, 2018, the year of our Lord. Doing some Spellventure game dev, live stream. Gonna be putting it up on YouTube. So I just want to let everybody know that in about 5 minutes I'll be going to get some coffee. By going to get some coffee, I mean it's already made. I just need to put some sugar in it. So let's put on some music, shall we? So what we were doing yesterday was we were working on putting in the second floor for one of the large rooms, which secondarily will enable us to also, is it Thursday morning dev stream? Okay, just make sure my stuff's up. Which will enable us also to then use those pieces for later as well. So everything that we're making right now will be made, will be usable in the future. However, again, this is all for the demo, which we want to get out within the next 3 months. We're hoping we can do it within 3 months. If not, we're going to do it just basically ASAP. But yeah, that's the whole kind of point here. So what were we doing? We were putting in this room, which is the room where you get the first, well, not the first, but it's one of two keys of light, which are very important in order to get through the throne room door. See, I also have a situation here, which makes sense. So if let me see this. The stairs, is it both of them? Let me see. It's giving me a little problem. Okay, there we go. I think. Oh, okay. It's a little too high, huh? 45. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. All right. Well, we also put in the God rays for that chest up there. That chest is where the key, one of the keys of light is going to be. Let's see. This is what the actual lighting will look like. You'll have a candle in your hand. Pretty cool though. So that's going to be up there. So basically you'll see that as soon as you come in. All right. So we'll leave that for now, but we have to readjust this. Oh no. Oh no. It's coffee time. So meditate on that. Meditate on this. So so basically what I'm going to do is open up Blender. We're going to make some wooden slats, some wooden ground here. I mean, we have this. I mean, I guess it's doable, but we'll put it here. You have to jump across here. There's going to be like a broken guardian chandelier here. You have to jump on. I think I'm going to have it sway back and forth. But you have to jump on that, jump across, and then move across and grab the key. We'll put a trap up as well. So I think we can get all that done this morning. All right, I'll break. Okay. Alright, here we go. Okay, so let's bring in room second floor 2. These were the wooden slats. Alright, I just want to get... Alright, here's what I'm going to do, because I want to bring these in just a little bit. Oh, I think this will work actually pretty well. Trying to decide how I want to do this. Let's try this. And overcome. Okay, just make sure that's that. Okay. Oh wait, join. Okay. Oop. Okay. Okay, and vamos. So you can see I'm being a bit more detailed and careful here. Again, this isn't polished, but it is what I wanted. It's closer to how I want it to see. I want it to look. How I want it to see. Yeah, clever. Alright, so this is all, I think this is all one object, yes? Alright, cool, and they're pretty much friggin' everywhere. That's fine, those UVs are... Ugly isn't even the word for it. Okay, so now we're going to go here. Here. Close that up. Show and explore. We're going to open this up. Oh no. Blend files. Dungeon rooms. It's going to be room 01, second floor 2. So we're going to grab this. We're going to copy that, and then we're going to paste it here. It's going to say that, and then yes. Replace it, and then it should give us some slats here. Should be thinner. Oh, come on, what is this? Second floor 3? Get out of here. Alright. Alright, no, don't. Get out of here. We're going to copy component, and then we're going to delete that. Get out of here. I don't know why I use that. Why would I do that? And then we're going to paste component values. Boop. There we go. So that's a little bit better. Let's grab these. Grab some wood slats. Yeah, like a tiny bit better. Ugh. Oh, hello. Same deal. Alright, so we just adjusted the UVs a little bit. Get them a bit straighter. Okay. should have slat lines here. Just curious. There we go. See that? A little better, right? I mean, it's not finalized. It's not going to be what it is, but I just wanted to have a separation. I wanted just to see what it looks like, and as I build this out and continue making adjustments, then that'll give us the look for like the finalized version. So we see some polygon overlap there, some texture overlap. That's why it's like blinking like that. Okay, so that's good. Okay, and then we're going to grab the second floor. Okay. Make it 90. Okay, and then we'll grab alright, then we just have a single box collider. To be honest with you, I don't know if this room is wide enough. I guess it is. Okay. Go to the stairs. This collider. I think it's the x-axis. It's 15. Pull it down. Take it out of the second floor completely. We're going to turn it that way. 90. Bring it in here. Just making some steps. It's going to be the y-axis. Not bad. Okay, so basically now we have steps leading up. We have a second floor up here, and then we're going to make cool. Like I said, I was thinking I'll probably likely move this over there, so it'll make some kind of sense. Very nice. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Burst it through there. You have to jump across. Okay, cool. It's all coming together now. Let's actually put this in the stairs. Okay, I hear the coffee again as I finish coffee. Oh, wait, let me snap. There we go, just like that. Cool. Okay. I have to put some. Yeah, I think this. I think this will do actually. Let's grab the shell. Okay, where is it? Rocks, dirt, wall, rocks, where are you? Where is it? Oh, so that's nothing at all. Okay. Wall rocks 1, 2. Forgot to attach them. Okay. Alright, so this is everything that I need. Okay, so it's all here. Cool. Alright, so that's the cave in. So if I do this, create an empty, hold it. Cave in, put it here, grab the dirt and all these rocks, there we go. Alright, so then we have this object. Ooh. Oh, let's grab the root as well. I want the root to be in there. Alright, so then we have the cave in, which is right here, that's beautiful. And then we can replace that wall there. Alright, so we'll bring it down. We will rotate it around. And then we will place it, I think, there. Oh. Not exactly there, but there. Yeah, it's pretty good. Grab the root, spin it so it makes some kind of sense. There we go. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I kind of dig that. Very cool. And then I can make a separate wood slat. I can actually make a couple different wood slats, put them down here, so that they're on the ground, just kind of, you know, haphazardly broken up. That's pretty great. I think I had, so let's also, here's what we're going to do here. Take that off, get rid of this, and then go back to the cave in. Oh, cave in. Boop. And then I don't think we need this. This is an extraneous piece of wall. But what we will do is actually take it out and add it directly to the shell. Right, so we'll grab this, we'll take it out of this corner here, and we'll add it to there. Right, so now we're filling in the hole that we made, and then we will get, let me see, where's this? This one is in wall. Oh, that's the secret one, it's not the one. Alright, this is right up in the shell. How many shells we got now? There we go. And then let's grab, can we grab these, copy, and move them over, and then, where are you? There you are. Widen that just a tad, and then arrange it. There we go. Okay, cool. There. Now we've just completely changed that. That's pretty awesome. That is there. That's great. Okay, so that should be, it's basically impassable. And then what are you going to do? You're going to jump across there. So we're going to move that down there. Which is nuts because there's so much you could do. There's so many things, you know. I mean, if you can DIY your own models and your own textures and everything. Like, the sky's the limit. Really is on the things that you can do. Yeah, these slats look like crap, but whatever. Whatever for now. And I can make a custom material using the wood, but I can also put ends on there, for like cut logs. So that is likely what I will do. Put some, yeah, I'll make this all custom. This room might even just be too small, honestly. Can you get there? No, you won't be able to get there. Cool. Okay, I'll be right back. 2 shakes of a leg, grab some coffee. Coffee. What do you think? Coffee? Coffee. Yes. Yes! Man, I wish I were doing this all morning. One day soon. Okay, so we're doing that. Okay, so basically that's what we're doing, is we're putting that together. Oh, I have Blender open for a reason. So the idea here is to jump across. You have to come up and jump across. Very simple. Simple. There will be falling damage, so that's going to be a thing. Probably just a tiny bit of it. It's going to be based on the force of your character model. So you'll we're going to use Unity's physics engine. So the jumping is at 9.8 meters per second. So it's like 9.8 units per second squared. So the idea is, as you increase that, beyond that, you're going to take incremental damage as you fall. So we'll likely have, this distance here is likely enough to do a little bit of damage to you if you fall. So again, this is just the first dungeon. I have a couple of traps that I put over here. So there's some fire traps here with a tripwire just to get you used to it. Well, not really used to it, but just to getting used to something takes a lot. So it's not just one, but we have the one tripwire, and then we're gonna come over here. Oh, excuse me. I'll likely put a trigger trap here. We'll see. I'll think through it more as the day goes on. But what I did want to do some kind of chandelier type of deal here. Hey, Kyle. What are you sending me? What is that? A wave. Morning, man. Hey, I shot you an email a couple of days ago. I don't know if you got it. Just giving some advice, some recommendations. What we're doing right now is we're building out a large room that you have to do quite a bit of platforming to get to the key of light chest. So that's what we're going to do there. That's what we're doing there. So let me see. Let me just make a basic platform real quick. Do I have anything I can use for this? See if I already put it in. Let me see. I did do a light basin. Alright, let's this room has tons of stuff in it. It doesn't even have anything in it yet, really. So let's do a light basin. Let's bring it up here. Let's make it. Okay, let's do 5. And this will be something like a chandelier. Alright, okay, now let's see. Do we have a pivot? Oh, snap, we don't have a pivot point. So here's what we're going to do. Create an empty. Bring it up to here. I think. Oh, and then bring it out, put the light basin in it, and we'll call it chandelier. And I think pivot. There we go. There we go. Look at that. No, it's okay. I just want to make sure you got it. You don't have to respond or anything at all. Take your time. Take your time. I know what it's like. Okay, so we have the empty. Okay, I kind of dig that. Alright, so let's move it up even further, and then move the light basin down even further, and then that will give us the ability to okay. So then we're going to do this. We're going to put a box collider on that. We're going to make it very tiny. Yeah. Yeah, take your time. Make sure you do as many of those right as you can in your life. No stress at all. No stress. Game dev should be as little stress as you can possibly make it. There's a tiny bit of stress with game dev. Sometimes a lot of stress. But hopefully it's few and far between. So like keep it that way. So we have a box collider. Now we're going to do a rotate object trigger. Watch this. We're going to rotate the chandelier. Let's see, the torque is, oh snap, I don't know what the torque is. I think it's the X by 2. It's not going to be one time, it's going to be timed. 2 seconds, repeat, infinity, and reverse. Let's see what happens. I want to see this. What you got going on? Something with a class? Oh. Activate. Put in some of this. Look at that. That's fantastic. Oh my god, nothing like old computers. There's nothing like old computers. I'm sorry that happened to you, man. Let's see what this looks like from this angle. Pretty decent. Alright, these are not what they're going to be, but I'm just using these as placeholders. I just made these because I just wanted to see what they would look like. So let's put... Let's see, I want me to put them... I gotta put them somewhere, right? Yeah, I mean, they might have spent thousands buying the computers, but they probably bought a bunch of computers secondhand, which is where all their thousands went. That would make sense to me. At least that would make sense. That makes logical sense to what they would do. They're always looking for ways around spending tons of money, so they can spend it on, you know, salaries or whatever for the administrations. Hell in a handbasket. Hell in a handbasket. Let's do 4 for 3 seconds. So these aren't gonna, we don't want them to move at the exact same pace. They would look too automatic. We want it to be more natural. And then we're gonna put box colliders in there so you can jump on them. There we go. Now come on. There we go. Maybe I can have Nick oscillate that a little bit. We'll see. So we have 2 chandeliers. We have a light basin and an ecosphere. And set it right. Oops. Alright, we're going to put a box collider in this, but we are going to take the size down quite a bit, and we are going to decrease that. Alright, cool. Alright, good enough. That might be right. From my experience, it seems to be. I mean, you know, I don't know anything about your school or whatever like that, so I'm not gonna say all that stuff. But you just gotta be. I don't know. It's a really complex mess. You know, I mean, it's just like gamed up. The more systems and pieces you have in place, it's just the more complex it is. and then the more difficult it is to get all of that right. Freaking awesome. Yeah. Yeah, especially over the decades. Especially over the decades as time goes on. I mean, companies and corporations do that all the time too. They don't keep up with systems, they don't keep up with anything. It's just a bunch of people just trying to go by their day by day, you know. And then like you have like 30 people, 100 people, 1,000 people, and they're just not, you know, they're communicating less and less. They're only communicating within like their certain departments, you know what I mean? So it just gets super complex. And I mean, that's the interesting thing that I've found, that my brother and I have found, is like it's really important to have one or a few people like overseeing everything, not as supervisors, but as something like project managers, just to be able to communicate between departments, to be like, hey, this needs to get done, this isn't getting done, the students need this, they're not getting this, you're doing this thinking it's right, or you think these computers are fine, they're not fine, you know. So yeah, it's probably just a mess. You could crash your computer in 10 seconds. So someone isn't paying attention. You know, there's like a lot of people that just aren't paying attention. And it happens. I've seen it in companies. I've seen it in restaurants. I've seen it everywhere I've worked. I've seen it in construction. I'm 34, so I've worked in four different industries, something like 10, 12 jobs. You know, over the past 16 years, and it's the same. 90% of all errors are human errors. You know, and the human errors meaning like communication. Like I said, like your school's departments just aren't talking to each other, right? They're not asking the students what they need, or they're not asking the right professors what they need, and they're just, here's a bunch of money, buy a bunch of computers. You know, I'd bet a month's pay on that being the problem. Unity 3D. FPS controller. Oh, maybe I didn't make it a rigid body. Oh, this is another problem I'm having though. He is sticking to walls. Let's watch a video of me watching a video.
And obviously you don't want that. You want double jump across. You want it to fall down. So the way I found around this, might not be the best solution, I've not been doing this very long, is to create a physics material. We'll just call this one level component. Set everything to 0 and friction moves to minimum.
I see what he's doing.
And then if you apply that to your level components, then it should pretty much eliminate that problem.
Oh, cool. Okay, cool.
I've still got my jump all maxed up.
Alright, well let me try something then. You run up at the SSDs, you fill 10 of them up, and IT support can't work out why it's slowing down. Is IT support a bunch of students, or are they professionals? Quote unquote professionals. Because if IT support is a bunch of students, then it could be possible for you to get in there. You know what I mean? Get in there as like a worker and be able to start maybe trying. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't get my hopes up, but get in there, start enacting some change, or at least help out people. So they're making like salaries and everything. Okay, that makes sense then. I'm gonna get max friction. I want to see if this will. Yeah. Alright, let's see. Woo! No, it doesn't work. Alright, yeah, we'll have to do something very particular. But whatever works for now. Maybe I'll put a ceiling in here and it'll collapse. Yeah, I'll do that. I won't do it today, but I'll do it later. Okay, cool. So those are in. Those are in. Grab this. Go ahead and. Close up shop there. My freaking cat, man. Yeah, man, professionals. Something similar happening in my day job. The interesting thing is the people that I do work with are professionals, and they have a good idea of what they're doing, but the problem that we're running into is that they don't understand the systems that we're working with. Because we have so many systems, our company is, I'm not going to say who I work for, but our company is very old. It's over 100 years old. So over the decades, they've just, no one's talked to each other, right? So they've bought this program for this, and this one for this, and this one for this, and like, you know, it becomes a huge mess. So it's like the IT department just doesn't have the knowledge of every single one of these systems, and it's like, it's a problem throughout the years. It's just like snowballs, and like now we're just my department is trying to tell basically the rest of the company, in particular accounting, that we need to scrap everything we have, balloon our budget up, and buy an entirely new system for the entire company, not all like 30 systems that we're using. So it's like, it's really tough. And then they don't believe that we need to do that, but they also don't do our job, so they don't know. So they don't know what they're doing, and it's just, it's a nightmare. And it's a constant nightmare. It'll never be fixed. The whole system needs burned down or rebuilt. Okay, so what was I doing? I was setting up shop here. Hey kid. Look at that. Look at that. It's good. It feels great getting something in. Even a little thing. Even a little thing. Yeah, they have enough money. My company, yeah, my company has enough money to make it. I know for a fact. But it's just they have, like any company, they have it hoarded in a bunch of accounts, and they don't want any of it leaking out unless they're like absolutely certain that it needs to get done, right? So what happens is there's various managers that oversee a bunch of other supervisors, and they basically are constantly saying things like, well, are you sure you can't use it this way instead of like this way, right? Like, can't you just do this differently rather than scrapping everything? Because like again, they don't do our job. To be fair, we don't do their job either. We don't manage accounts. We don't do anything with money. We do things with clients. But we know how our process. We know our software, and we know all the weak points of the software. And like, we know where it crashes on us. We know where it takes forever and it hangs up. We know where its limitations are. We know where we've had to do a bunch of other steps between step 1 and 2. Like, we've added a bunch of steps because like it doesn't convert all these files. We need something to convert these files. It's just nuts. Well, so far it's taken a year, so it could just be forever. I mean, it could be, max 2-3 years, just to convince managers, like accounting managers, to do it. And again, this is a big company. There's like thousands of employees. So when you're dealing with that kind of weight, when you're dealing with that kind of those kind of numbers of people, I understand why they don't automatically do it, because they're dealing with a lot. You can't just say yes to everything. So I get it, but at the same time, the whole system needs to change, and it's a system that companies need to do it. Because some companies roll it out. I'd recommend looking up the Toyota way, Toyota, just like the car company, because it is from the car company. But they have really crazy philosophies of which work, and they're obviously stationed in Japan. But they do things like, let's say like something happens on an assembly line, and there's like 40 people on this assembly line. If one thing goes wrong, the entire assembly line stops, and everybody double checks all of their work. And the managers and supervisors go to the one part of the problem on the assembly line that's causing the problem, and they try to find a way to make it even better. So they try to find a way to fix it and then make it better, and then they start up the assembly line again, right? So that is completely anathema to how we do it in the States. Yeah, so that's the way we do it in the States. Is if something goes wrong on your station, right, everything keeps moving, nobody stops except you, and then you likely get reprimanded for it, right? So nobody tries to fix the system, nobody tries to fix the problem. It just keeps on going, and that's how you just like evolve problems. That's how problems evolve from like seeds of problems. And so I'd recommend looking that up. Look up the Toyota way, and then just get more life experience and see like all the systems in play, and you'll be like, oh man, everybody's doing everything wrong. Because they are. I mean, we're all just doing pretty much everything wrong. Our seas are about to boil with acid. Our skies are full of carbon. Yeah. Well, I'm in the States, so I don't. It seems like just a corporate problem from like Western capitalism. I'm not denigrating capitalism. I think capitalism's great, but I think that if you let it run a country, then it'll just destroy everything. You know, and you can see that, you can see those problems in the system. If you just work in corporations any part of your life, you'll be like, oh man, like this should not run anybody's thing. Yeah. Well, hopefully the next generation reboots most of these things. For what it's worth, I'm doing my part. I'm not just leaving all these problems to my nieces and nephews, you know. I'm fighting for certain things as well. But yeah, a lot of things that our parents left us are crap. Alright, I'll be right back. Give me 1 sec. Alright, I'm gonna have to get a couple things up. Oh, by reboot, I see what you mean, yeah, it makes sense. Alright, I gotta get a couple different timeout images. I got mine, I just like take my face off like this, and put it back on, but I gotta get something for coffee, something for seeing my girlfriend out, because she goes to work. I go to work too, but she leaves before I do. Alright, so those are in. This is in. That's pretty nice. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely crappy and preliminary. I'd like to get like little low walls in, you know, not walls, but like banisters and railings, you know. I like to really just like max this out. Like these are very low right here. Yeah, that's awesome. 60 tries. That's nothing, man. 120 birds, 60 tries. That's beautiful. Keep it low. What's this one? See, that's a lot. 881 and then 565. So you're looking at like a whole character. So we're just trying to keep everything low, keep all the polys low. What's ecosphere? Taurus has 504. Yeah, so these alone have 504, and I've decimated these to the lowest that they'll possibly go. Like the chains, but I wanted them to have like width to them. You know, I wanted them to have like girth, and then that way they could get ambient occlusion, and then they can cast shadows. So that's what I wanted. That's what I want, and I'm gonna get it. Okay, so I'm going to put these chandeliers. The chandeliers are going to be, so we have weapon rack, system walls, room 01, cave-in, where are you? So the cave-in is going to go in the shell. Boom. Just want to get rid of some of this crap. Secret room is there. System secret wall is there. I want to make potions. So we're going to put the racks in the amp. Now we'll put the racks in the collectibles. That just makes sense because you collect it. Alright, so that's good. Collectibles is there. We have the chest and the key of light. Is there anything in the ambiance right now? 2 stools. Woo! Woo! Okay, so we have stools. We'll put some more bones everywhere. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Can we get underneath those stairs? Can we get underneath this platform? Let's see. Okay. No. It also doesn't have a bottom, so you can see right through the faces. So we'll have to, maybe we'll just fill this in. Maybe we'll just put like a wall going directly up and over and down. That way you can't even get under there. Oh, hello. Oh. Right. Right. Forgot about this. This guy was actually in the dirt. This guy's in the dirt. Cool. And then so is his arm. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Got his arm coming out. Look at that, man. Love it. So creepy. So creepy. Okay, now we're gonna get some. What else do we need? We don't really need berries. Yeah, you'll forget. You'll forget. There's going to be so much of this. Well, maybe you won't. You'll probably end up coming in and being like, oh, I remember this room once we get the demo out. So the idea, you come through here, you try to get to the throne room, you can't, you grab a silver key here, you go through one of these 2 doors. The left door is the one I'm building out right now, which is the Guardian of Light, the Hall of the Guardians of Light. So you have to do your thing, go around, blah, 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 get to the large room, get the Key of Light. So right now we're building out all of the stuff. Basically, we're not white boxing it. We white boxed it earlier, so we white boxed like the basic feeling of the game, got the voice down a little bit, so now we're really just like riveting in like the next stages of the level design, of the game design, really. Everything that you see is collectible. But the left is the Halls of Guardian Light. You go collect the key there, and then the right, you can go left or right here, and the right will lead down spiral stairs. It will go to the side of this. This is just like a dugout pit. I'm going to put a crack in this wall down here, so you'll be able to see through here and actually see the dungeon down there through this, like through the ground. But anyway, there'll be a spiral staircase to come down, and it'll lead to a dungeon, and that's the Dungeon of Shadow. And so that's going to be the second part of the dungeon. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. No, I don't want to bet. I bet on the stock market. That's the only thing I bet on. Okay, we're going to go through here. Yeah, and I'll redo this rubble. This rubble is just garbage, but I did this for the white box, so. Ooh, hello. Okay, so then we'll get the chest. The entire chest needs to come up and out of the frickin' ground here. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, very nice. Oh, we wanted to put brass on there. So we'll get rusted metal. There we go. Looks like crap, but whatever. It has like a real like 90s feel to it, like early 2000s. So hopefully that kind of comes across in the game design. Harkening back to good old days where nothing made sense. You remember everything. I remember everything. Maybe I'll make separate chains. We'll see. This isn't going to be what's here, by the way. This is just, like I said, just a placeholder. I don't even have a ceiling in yet or a roof. I honestly don't even know if this is the room type that I'm going to use. I might use something different. I might do like even a more low poly situation. Like what are we doing with tries? This is 480 tries per image, and I'm not using level of detail yet for the dungeons. I'll use it for outside, but I don't think I gotta make doubles of everything for dungeons because the dungeons are already kind of maximized. Let me see this. What is this? So this is the room 02. If I open up room, let's check this. So let's see how many this is. So I can grab everything in the scene, join it, and then we're looking at, that's still great. So everything in this room that you're looking at, just the base, is 15,500 tries. Yeah, I use some templates. Let me see this. Actually, that is not completely accurate. Let me grab this, because this is more accurate here. So I doubled everything. Well, I doubled the walls. Okay, so we're looking at 25,000 tries, which is great because the Unity recommendation is between like 250,000 to 800,000 tries, like in a given scene or in a given frustrum. So that's pretty good. That's pretty darn good. We're looking at like 25,000 tries from the room. That's why everything's still over 60 frames a second. So we're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. And we're just adding a couple cool things. Oh, what time is it? Oh man, I only have 3 minutes. I need more time. Buy me some time. Alright, we're going to close all this crap. So we got the floor in, not as much as I wanted to get in, I was hoping to, but it's better than nothing. It's a lot better than nothing. I'm doing a little bit every day. Feels pretty darn good. We're going to get these in. We want to get these in the ambiance. Whoop. Well, those aren't really ambiance, they're more like challenges. Whatever, that's fine. And then we're going to grab the player, and we're going to move the player to here. Cool. I hear my cat crying. So then we're going to, let's change. Now let's keep the lighting 3 because I'll mess that up. So I got this sequence in as well. We got a lighting sequence in. Light the fire with the actual light. So then this guy, ooh, pretty. So great. So great. So we got the spirit of the dungeon. Pretty nice. They show you the way. Very cool. Check the stats on this. So the tries are a lot of tries. Yeah, we're just looking at a lot of stuff right now. Goes back up. So he basically opens the doors for you, shows you how. There's going to be a little bit of narrative there. Feels bad, man. Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, I stream for 1 hour. I stream for an hour every morning before I go to work. Hold on. How did I want to do this? Snap. Let's see if that's right. Yeah, I stream for 1 hour every morning, and I do a lot of dev by myself during the weekends. Sometimes at night during the weeks as well, depending on how sleepy I am. If I get a day off of my day job, I'm basically doing this all day. So yeah, so I get a lot of other development in, but I stream specifically during the mornings for 1 hour. So. But it's usually plenty, because what'll happen is it gets me excited, it gets me motivated. I'll think about it throughout the day. I'll get more ideas. You know what I mean? So this is just a really good kickstart for my day. It's been fantastic ever since I got really good advice. Okay, so then he moves. Why does he do that? Alright, I'll have to figure that out. Is it because he's reversing? Something's happening. Pikachu! Yeah, something's happening. Some of these are overlapping. 13, 14, 15. It might be this. Oh, wait a minute. I think it's this. Wait, is it? No. Alright, I'll have to figure this out when I get home, but I'm definitely going to figure this out tonight. Yeah, I'm definitely going to figure this out tonight. Okay, well, I gotta get going. It's been an hour and 1 minute, so thanks so much, Kyle. Thank you for joining me. Everyone else, thank you for joining me. Everyone watching this on YouTube, thanks for watching. Kyle, shoot me some emails, whenever you get a chance, if you'd like, if you want to talk about anything. I'm always good to talk. Oh, thanks. Yeah, it's, hopefully, I need to get it because he shouldn't, when he comes back on the second one, he should literally reverse course, but what he's doing is he's coming back on an angle, and that's pushing off the rest of his movement. So I think, I know for a fact some of these are overlapping, but I gotta go back through it and figure out which ones they are. So, yeah, so that's what I gotta do. So I'll do that tonight. I'll polish it, fix it. So we got the basic platforms in. That's all we can hope for. That's fantastic. We'll check out the lighting later. If you have time tomorrow, tomorrow's Friday, yeah. So if you have time tomorrow, join me. So yeah, we'll go over some more stuff. All right, man. All right, everybody. I'll see you guys later. Have a really good Thursday. Do great in class. Study your butts off. Do work. Make money. Pay your bills. All right. See you guys. Enjoy your day.